So I'm going to call this meeting of our Orville Art Commission in session. And we'll start with roll call first.
Chairperson David Tamori,
Present?
Jennifer Beers,
Present.
Andy Krantz,
Present.
Tracy Johnstone,
Here.
Misty Rome.
Present.
Thank you.
So we'll go ahead and stand for the flag salute. Jennifer, you want to lead us?
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, any presentations? Like we got one visitor. Were you wanting to address the commission?
No, I was told by TJ Jensen to come tonight.
Oh,
I'm representing OTB.
oh, okay. Well, I'm going to have to talk to you afterwards.
Okay.
But yeah, okay. But I'm glad you're here. Is there anybody else out there that wants to address the commission? Okay. Consent calendar, none. Regular business, we were just kind of brainstorming things that we could do. And one of the things I brought up last time, but now I want to make it more formal, is the possibility of getting three-dimensional things in Orville. And you'll see the picture in the back of my nephew that's in Mexico. And he's standing on this little stepping kind of a thing. So you see his wings are kind of too low, but if he would have stepped down a little lower, he would have been about the right spot. So we're just wondering if that would be something that you'd like to see in downtown Orville somewhere. Not necessarily made out of that, and not necessarily angel wings, but they could be butterfly wings. They could be bat wings, or, and then the background would be the Feather River or somewhere we decide we want to do. So it was just throwing it out there. What do you guys think?
So are you thinking about putting it up on the levee somewhere?
Well, the idea is, yeah, just where it might be. Would you like to see it? Do you think it would be a plus for Orville? That's all. Commissioner Rayon.
So I like that idea, and I like that it's a photo opportunity, and I kind of picture it downtown, so that people are walking by and they can stop and take pictures with their family.
Commissioner Krantz.
I like it too, and I'm not opposed to the wings. I'm just trying to think if there's anything a little more symbolic of what our region represents or stands for that could be a 3D. I mean, I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I'm wondering if there could be something, maybe we could do a little research and see if there's something in Orville's history or, yeah, I'm just wondering if there's anything more indicative of Orville.
Yeah. Commissioner Beers? Oh.
I like it also. And just so that there's a place to take a photo, because I've seen ones that were butterfly wings that was just a mural. And that might be less expensive. I'm not sure. I'm sure something like this would be a lot more than a mural. But I like the idea. I agree. I think it should be downtown where there's more foot traffic.
Well, do you think we should have like maybe a subcommittee that might do a little research where you might want to see it, or do you want to try to propose it as a NOFA and then send it out
Yeah.
for proposals? Commissioner Rayon?
A couple ideas. I don't know but we've talked about this in the past, and some that kept coming up was like a dandelion, and like all the seeds are spread. They could be representing something, I don't know. But if we send out a NOFA, then people can come up with their own representations. But also a rising phoenix, like we're rising up from the flames of the fire.
Ooh, nice, yeah.
I don't know. That's just a couple I've thought about.
Commissioner Johnstone?
Yeah, I think we should send out a NOFA for some ideas. But I agree, I think we do need to do something similar, 3D or a mural, and just see what ideas we can come up with.
Okay, so do you want to, is anybody interested in working on this idea to maybe approach different groups that might have a location? So the idea with the 3D was that if you had it, you could see part of the city behind it instead of a wall. But I mean, putting it on a wall, that's, I've seen that in other cities too. So I mean, either or. It's just that we have a lot of murals already. That's why I was thinking a 3D thing.
It's different.
Yeah, and this could be similar to like sheet metal cutout with, like you have at the freeway entrances, something like that too. It doesn't have to be, I don't know how these are made. Looks like it might be fiberglass or something. But
I think if it's going to go in a public space, then it'll have to go to council to have approval for the space. So it might be good for maybe if you did form a subcommittee, determine its place, or unless you wanted to put it out there to see if someone wants to give a portion of their private property to do this, then it doesn't have to go to council. But if it's going to go to a public place, then it would need to go to council. And so y'all could do a subcommittee, come back here again for the next meeting, and then with the location that we could take as a recommendation to council.
okay, so we're at a point where we like the idea. We need to find some possible locations and then possible themes like dandelions would be an idea. I know we have a lot of big black birds running around. What are those buzzards, turkey buzzards? But that's not too nice. No. Does anybody want to work on this? Or, we can only have 2 people on a subcommittee, right? Because it's that particular act or
I'll do
whatever.
some research. I'll be happy to do some research about maybe some ideas for what the theme could be. Maybe looking at next time I'm down at the Pioneer Museum, I'll look at some pictures and maybe see if there's anything that would be fitting for a 3D mural that would be representative of Orville. I mean, I don't know about, are there certain types of butterflies that are, popular in this area or this region? Maybe something that sort of celebrates a little bit of our culture and our history.
Yeah, I like the idea. Yeah. Commissioner Raymond?
Oh, I just wanted to say, committee is.
Oh, so we got the 2 members.
And then also, I didn't want to forget that, so Erin has a photography building, so it might be a cool photo op to do in front of her if we talk to her later about it. So, I don't know. So she might be up for that. And she has a nice big space over there, whether we do a mural or a,
Oh, you mean on the outside?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, I don't know.
Yeah. Commissioner Beers?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe we could have a native aspect since we have so many natives here, and figure out like something that's culturally appropriate for their culture and have them involved, or the Hmong community or something like that.
That's a great idea. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we have all these different species. maybe you could have some of the kids come up with some ideas too. All you new teachers back
Okay.
in school.
That's a great idea.
Okay, so we got our committee, and they'll report next time, and we'll see what kind of progress you can make on it. Great. Anything else on this? No. Okay, so the second thing is the Great Feather River Mosaic Mural Project and Sponsor Program. So this was submitted to the city, and it was approved at last board meeting, and it has to do with getting sponsorship for each of the mosaic. And I'm wondering, would they be the same kind of plaque that would be added to the mural if we did get sponsorship? Would they be similar to the ones that we're supposed to have on all our artwork around town, identifying the
That is
city?
my understanding, yes.
What I would, from staff point of view, having one permanent for the person, for the entity or person that's gave the donation. Because if we do a QR code, then we permanently and forever have to maintain the site that where the QR code would go to. So, and as we update things and all that stuff, it just creates over time opportunities for it to get missed or to get misplaced or something that have to be done later. So if we did a tile and then it was glazed on, Dan has that printer that he can print glazes onto. So let's say that the city paid for one, and then so we just use the logo that could go on there, or a person's name could be, or their own drawing if they wanted to, or something like that. And so I'm just throwing that out there as a suggestion that it makes it a little bit easier for, it's kind of a one and done thing. It's done, and then that person will always be recognized as the person that sponsored that art piece.
I like that idea.
The QR code too, it gets a little bit awkward, say if a business were to sponsor it, but then they go out of business and then someone scans it and then, especially if we were to do a QR code for each individual one, then that's a lot of maintenance that we have to do later on. So even as the QR codes that we have right now, the idea is that it'll go to one site, and then you'll look down the list to see where the pieces that you wanted to see, or the art piece that you wanted to see. So you'd look down that list. This just seems to me a little bit cleaner.
So commissioners, they think that's a good idea? We'll go along with just consensus, or? Okay. And then how was it received with the city council? Positively, or?
Yeah, very positive.
Okay.
I think we're all on board with it,
Oh, good.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, well,
There was only, 4 of us there, but I mean, yeah, it was positive.
Yeah. It was 7-0 in spirit.
Yes.
Yeah.
all right, well, then we'll just keep going. I guess we have to have a installation of the first 30. We're working on that idea to get that, and trying to partner with a group that could organize it. So, I mean, want to make it a big deal, but I don't think they want to do it with one of our existing activities. We want to have it standalone. Like in my discussion with the Rainforest people, they didn't want to have it with the Salmon Festival because it would be Salmon Festival and not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be real newsworthy when we get it up there, and cause of great. I mean, it's a good way to really showcase Orville. So maybe we should have a committee working on the dedication plans. What do you think?
The staff report was written to form a subcommittee to both come up with a date, and then a date for the event, and then the event planning itself. So, you know, Commissioner Tamori, you've said before that maybe we have food trucks or something like that. So just organizing how it would be, food trucks maybe, or a caterer, or not, you know, a table for putting things up. But then also, could be the launch pad for starting to get sponsorships. We could actually do sponsorships before this, but it could be a place to sign people up for sponsorships.
We already got 2 people working on one thing. Anybody else want to work on this, or? I mean, I'll be one person, and the idea is sponsors, event, or maybe I'll just come up with some ideas for next time, unless anybody else wants to help me. No.
Help you if you need help.
Okay, well, I mean, it's 2 better, you know,
Yeah.
bounce things off.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So we'll be our committee, and we'll have something ready for next time.
Well, and this would all be in conjunction with staff. You won't, for this part
Yeah,
here.
it's not,
Right.
we're not by ourselves, of
Yeah,
course.
right.
Okay, so any other ideas? That's our 2 regular business. When we were talking about this, it came to mind, how are we doing on those QR codes for our murals? Do we have one ready to go up, or do we have if we do we have a ceremony or anything, or?
I have all the QR codes, the plates in my office, but we don't have the website set up for it.
Oh, the website, but
Yeah,
I
so-
wonder,
We need we have to set up a web page and then tie, the QR code is all the same, so it'll all go to one web page.
yeah.
So it'd be, and then we'll have them all listed out by number. And when these were all made up or printed, that it predated me, it didn't really, there's not a way at the site to say that this is number 1 or this is number 12 or, you know, whatever. So when you go on the site, there's nothing that draws you from the QR code to the art piece that you wanted to get more information about. So it'll take you to the page for the whole thing, for all of them all together.
Okay.
So
Yeah, just when we get the website up, then we'll have their dedication, and maybe we could coordinate all of it. And,
yeah,
okay. Anybody have any other ideas? Because I got one more. So we had those new receptacles that are really nice, the black ones, and it looks like it's just dying for some artwork on the front and the side. And but I think that the city's talking about, you know, something for it. If we did like public art, I think it would not make it look as nice. So one idea I had was, we had those banners that are hanging on the light posts, and we could maybe replicate some of those and have them shrink wrapped on, so it creates a theme. But I mean, that's an idea. Or another idea would be to maybe try to, I don't know if you could use them for advertisement, and might be another source of revenue. What do you think?
Oh.
Well, you know, you have businesses that can put, Commissioner Johnstone.
Thank you. Patrick, so could that be an option where the receptacles could have advertisements on them as you're walking or driving down the road, people can see advertisements and they can purchase advertisement
I suppose
space?
it could be, as we'd have to do a little study on that ourselves. So it's too bad that Fred walked, he'll be back in a little bit, because this is more in his domain, but we would have to, you know, things would have to be determined, like, how, are they wrapped, are they painted? And then if they're wrapped, you know, I think that those come off, but does the person that advertise on there, do they advertise in perpetuity, or do they advertise for a certain period of time and then it comes off and then we put another one on?
Right.
You know, so there's some things to work out logistically or programmatically about how that might happen.
Is that something that you could have a conversation with?
Absolutely.
With Fred?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
I think you could get the shrink wrap printed out at Butte College. They have a machine that does that.
I think so, and I think that they peel off, I'm not really sure how that works, but I believe you can
Yeah.
unwrap things and then wrap them with something else.
Yeah, maybe it would be kind of nice to have them like a subscription where it's just 1 year and they peel it off and you get another one, then you know it's
I
always.
I wonder if you could almost do like a magnetic something, where, or even just a clear cover where you could just pop in the advertisement, make.
Put a
The
sleeve in there.
advertisements need to be a certain, length and width, and you just put one in for however long period they rent it for or pay for at the advertisement. You pull that one out and you put a new one in.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Doesn't need to be something super, they'll supply their own advertisement, right? So it just needs to be within these parameters, and then you just put it in. And I can see there being some vandalism or something, so I don't know, what we would use.
Yeah, the plastic, anything that we put in there could be vandalized, but the plastic, at least, those are generally kind of cleanable and or replaceable easily, right? Yeah, we can explore that inside, and then probably we'll have to bring this back to council to memorialize it. Yeah,
Awesome.
with a recommendation.
Thank you.
Okay, Commissioner Krantz.
So a project I've been thinking about that I wanted feedback from city staff and the commission, and I already ran it by Commissioner Tamori. I have permission from Nancy Brower down at Butte County Historical Society to do some research. And we are coming up on 120 years in Orville in 2026. And I've noticed when I go sometimes to other towns and have some reason to go into their city buildings, they have some sort of reflection of their history of mayors in photos or whatnot. And I'm wondering if that is something that we could pursue through the Art Commission. Ms. Brower believes that there could be some informal sort of photographs that I might have access to through old newspaper clippings. And then I was also thinking maybe reaching out, once I have some names, reaching out on Facebook, maybe family members, do you have a photo of grandpa or uncle or dad or someone who served as a mayor of Orville? And then maybe when I'm a little bit closer to that, having the Art Commission give some feedback on to, do we want to have some sort of a presentation that we could have displayed in one of our public buildings or one of our museums? So I'm just wondering, I know Commissioner Tamori felt like that would be a positive thing. What about the rest of the commission? Does anybody else have any feedback on that? I'm excited to go down and look through the archives anyway, but
Yeah, I think that would be.
Commissioner.
I think that would be a great idea. Yeah,
Good.
that would be something that I would be interested in.
okay, good.
Oh, good. Yeah, I think anything that we could focus on the history of Orville would probably enrich our, pride of the city, but also just be informative. And I was talking to the new museum director, and so we're going to try to work together more too. So, yeah, great idea. Okay, we have any other suggestions? Because if not, do we have enough stuff to work on? Commissioner Beers?
I just have. So on September 6th, Friday night, Brigade is having a fundraiser at the Monday Club. It's a dinner theater, murder mystery. We're serving barbecue. The guy that does the MLK food, I don't know if you've ever been to that celebration, but he's doing the food, and so we'll have barbecue. It's $50 per person. You get dinner, the show, and 2 drinks, and then it's $80 per couple. So I would love if any of you could come and support us.
Where is
And
it
it's September 6th at the Monday Club.
Monday Club.
Sounds fun.
What's the time?
6 p.m. is cocktails, and the show starts at 6:30.
That does sound
So
fun.
it's dinner theater, huh?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
We need to do more of those. Those are always fun.
Okay. Did I mention that we did a flash mob at the last car show, the last meeting?
You
No?
said something about
Say
it.
something about it.
Oh, okay, good, because I was thinking maybe we should try another one with the Salmon Festival or the next car show. Anyway, it came out pretty good. I mean, the line dancers were all happy, and it just made, it was just something that I thought was kind of cool. I didn't send it in or anything, but maybe we should do that.
Okay.
It's not anything formal, though. Okay, well, are we all good? Anything else to think about? So we got our work cut out for us, got 2 committees, and, all right. Well, okay, well, we're going to adjourn, and then I'm going to talk to you.
Okay.
Oh.
I think you had something to say.
Oh, I'm sorry,
No?
Misty. Come back, race it. Okay.
Rewind.
I don't know if I'm allowed. I don't know if I'm allowed to.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. But were we against doing murals anymore downtown? Because I still am interested in seeing what Erin wanted to do with her building. I don't know if I'm allowed to ask, or did we decide we're not doing murals downtown?
No, it's wide open.
Okay, okay.
So,
Okay, so I just wanted to check with that still, because I think she still wants to get a mural painted
Oh, definitely.
by that guy that painted Love in Chico, and he also did the tiger at Nelson. And she has a lot of students that when they're going back to school, I think the girls, I forget the program that she does, but so it influences a lot of the students in the area. So I think they would have a lot of pride if they were seeing her building painted with all the flowers and whatnot. Yeah, she did bring a packet, and she did have designs, and he did a quote that was super cheap.
well, we have our NOFA process, and are we in the time frame of having proposals or asking for proposals? Or,
I mean, so anytime. So, how about the next meeting, I'll put on the agenda, so,
The last mural.
put on the agenda.
okay. Commissioner Krantz?
Oh, no, I was just going to say, I have a note here about, from the February meeting, 143,000 in NOFA funds, and the wildflowers and butterfly mural presentation. Yeah, I have that in my notes.
Was your request?
Because I remember we all thought it would be really nice coming into downtown from that direction where your building is located, that would be a really nice welcoming, nice idea.
Perfect.
Okay.